Hello, my name is Naomi and welcome to Creating Naomi, where I make all kinds of things. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute mushroom keychains. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, just keep watching. Now we're going to move on to the mushroom top. So I'm using red for the mushroom top. I'm going to do the magic ring, a 3mm crochet hook. I'm going to chain one just to secure that, and then I'm going to do 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then, making sure this doesn't twist, I'm going to find that string that's hanging out and I'm going to pull that to close it. Then I'm going to count backwards to find my first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In that stitch, I'm going to do 1 single crochet to close it. And then I'm going to do another single crochet, so that's 2. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next 5 stitches, bringing our stitch count up to 12. So basically we had 6 single crochets, and now we're going to do 2 into each of them, bringing it up to 12. So I've done 2, 2, now I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we have 12 stitches around. If you count them, you'll have 12 single crochets. I'm going to increase by 6 again. So how it works is you do 1 stitch, and then in the next stitch you increase, you do 2. So it'll go 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, until you reach 18 stitches total. So I do 1, whoops, let's do that again. 1, and in the next stitch you're going to do 2 stitches, so 2 into the same stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, in the next stitch you do 1, 13, in the next stitch you do 2, 14, 15, in the next stitch you do 1, 16, in the next stitch you do 2, 17, and 18. So now we have 18 stitches, and now we're going to increase by 3, so we're going to do 5 single crochets. So we're going to do 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 single crochets, bringing it up to 7. So 5, 6, 7, and we're going to keep doing that until we reach 21. So we're going to do it again. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the next stitch we'll do 2 single crochets, 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the next stitch we'll do 2, 6, in the same stitch, 7. So now we have 21 single crochets, and now I'm going to do 2 rows of just 1 single crochet in each. So that will bring, if you were going to just count the number of stitches you have to do, it's 42 single crochets. You just go around the circle twice. So I'm going to do that, and then I will come back and show you how to finish it. Okay, I just finished this row and I don't think it recorded,
but basically it's the same way you end the stem. So you just finish your last stitch, and in the next stitch you just slip stitch and chain one and then tie off. The only difference is you want to leave a really long string at the end because you're going to be using this to tie off. I think that cut off, but I can't redo it because I've already tied off. So you just slip stitch into the next one, chain one, tie off, and then it just ties a little knot. So now I'm going to work on the white dots, adding the white dots to the mushroom top. I'm just going to tie a knot on the end of some white yarn. It's probably about 2 feet long. I'm just going to tie a knot on that. And then on the other end, I'm going to put that through my needle. So what I'm going to do is just tie a knot on there to secure it. Trying to get the knot as close to the rest of it as possible. Then I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so now we have the underside. The underside of the mushroom top. I'm gonna put the needle with the yarn on it through that coming out the top, and it has the knot so it shouldn't come out. I am gonna do a French knot, so if you are familiar with embroidery at all, you'll understand what I'm about to do. If not, I don't know how else to explain it other than just showing. Put the needle in through the bottom of your top, in through the bottom of your mushroom top. Pull it out. Oh my gosh. Pull it out. And then hold on to this yarn. Take your needle. It's still connected to the same yarn. Wrap this around your needle, like going away from you. Stay holding on to your yarn. Put the needle back in somewhere close by, but not in the same hole. Put that in. Stay holding on to this yarn still. Pull your needle through. Eventually it's gonna like shorten the rope in your hands, so you will have to let go. But then you pull it and it makes a little knot. Put the needle through the bottom. Wrap it around twice. Hold on to this yarn. Now do not let go of this yarn. Put the needle through somewhere close by, but not in the same hole. Push the needle through. Pull it, but hold on to your yarn. Hold on to your yarn. Hold on to your yarn. Pull it through, and you've got a knot. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 2 more of these. You can always just like do little dashes of white if that is easier. So for that you would just go up through the bottom. Again, find like a couple holes down close by but not right next to it, and then put the needle in through there, and then you'll just have like little white dashes, and that would look good too. So you could do that around it. I'm not doing that just because I have some of these made already and I want them to match. So once you get to the end and you're done putting in your white dots, you are just gonna tie this. You're gonna tie a knot onto one of these other pieces of yarn. So I would just go through them and somehow like make a knot just so it's really secure, and then just weave it through. You don't want to weave it too far that it shows from the front, but you want to make it secure so that none of the white dots just pull out really easily. So just go through a couple loops and then just cut it off. And that's your mushroom top. So now is the fun part where you attach it to your stem. By fun part, I mean fun part, right? It's fun. So you'll have your stem and your top, and you're gonna attach them. You lift the tail on the stem, feed that through your needle, what I like to do is attach them just by the bottom loops. So you'll see that there's 2 loops. 1, 2, 1, 2. I just go the bottom one on the bottom one here and the top one here, and I connect them and the top loop. The more you do it, the more it'll make sense. So I pull that through and just sew it around. So then just keep going around just in those 2 loops. So I've reached the end, but I'm just gonna do this next stitch again. Like, I'm gonna do the next 2, just go over the next 2 anyways, just to make sure it's really secure. And then to finish it, I'm just gonna go inside the mushroom, come out somewhere in the top. Then I'm going to go back in somewhere close by, come out the red mushroom top again, go in somewhere close by. Then I'm going to work the needle down into the stem, come out, pull that, and put that. And now you're like, no. That's not a mushroom. What the heck did I just watch? I just wasted like 30 minutes of my life watching you make this, and that's not a mushroom. Well, you just sort of flip this white part up inside the red part, and it is a mushroom. So yeah, you just sort of flip them inside, and then yeah, it's an adorable mushroom. And to make it a keychain, you just have to add this key ring. So I basically have just like these chains and 2 jump rings, and I'm gonna take one of the jump rings off and just put it through the middle of my mushroom so it's open, and I just sort of thread it through and then come out. And I hope that made sense, but basically now it's inside, and I'm going to add the chain back on and close the jump ring, and then I turn that around so the opening's on the inside, and then I just add on the key ring to that. Now you can probably just find these key ring sets already made, but I make my own. But there you have it. There is the mushroom keychain. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe, and a big thank you to anybody who has supported my channel. Thank you so much. If you'd like to support me, you can check out my Ko-fi page. The link is in the description under Buy Me A Kombucha. Thank you so much.